Social Studies 6.2. This week in Social Studies, our learning objective is goods and services at home, school, and community. So before we go into and see what we have to do for this week in Social Studies, I'm going to show you a quick little anchor chart for goods and services. A good is a thing that that has been made or grown that we buy or use. For example, some goods are clothes, that's something you buy and use. Food, it's also something that you buy and use. Games and cars. Again, goods are things that have been made or grown and that we buy or use. Services are jobs that people do to help others. Some example of services is a doctor helping a sick person, like this. This doctor is providing a service to the little girl. She's helping her arm right there. Seems like she got a boo-boo, so the doctor is fixing her up. She is providing a service. A hairdresser cutting somebody's hair. This hairdresser is providing a service to this person. She is giving her a haircut. That is the service. And a teacher helping her students learn. So here's a picture of a teacher helping students learn. The teacher is providing a service. So again, services are jobs that people do to help others. And goods are things that are made or grown that we buy or use. Coming back to our sheet for social studies, we have our vocabulary. We already went over goods and services. What is a market? A market's going to be a place that sells food. It sells goods. A producer is somebody who grows food, like a farmer. A consumer is somebody who buys a good or pays for a service. So if I go to a store and buy some candy, I'm a consumer. I'm also a consumer if I go and get a haircut. Price and value. The price is what something costs. The value is how much it's worth. Exchange barter. Exchange barter is going to be, well, the exchange of something. If I give you money and you give me the candy that I bought, then we are exchanging, right? Exchange barter. All right. So again, in social studies, you have videos that are very helpful, and I would suggest that you watch before you do your assignments. Okay, you have a Brain Pop video on goods and services. A Home Pop video, this one's going to be, you're going to have to watch for one of the activities if you do that one. And some more videos here. If you give a mouse a cookie as a story, that's a really cute one. You really should watch that one. Okay, so there's 4 activities that you can pick from. Let's go down here and look at them. Activity 1. On activity 1, you are going to draw or illustrate a picture of a good and a service and write a picture. Write a sentence about each one. So on a sheet of paper, you would title it good, draw a picture of a good, and then give me a sentence. What is the good that you drew? And then you would draw another picture of a service and tell me what that service is. What's going on in your pictures? What kind of good did you draw? And what service is being provided? So one of each, a good and a service. Or you could pick activity 2. The student will use instructional video on Homeschool Pop, titled Goods and Services. So for this activity, you will have to watch the video called Homeschool Pop. So after you watch the video, it says, towards the end of the video, the students will try to figure out if the item shown is a good or a service. You will orally tell your parents, and then the parents will write your response here. So after you watch this video, then you need to tell your parents what was on the video, a good or a service. And then your parents can write your answer on a sheet of paper titled Activity 2, or on this sheet if you're going to print it out. So just watch the video and tell me if they showed a good or a service. If you pick activity 3, it says the student will draw a T-chart and use the word bank to determine if the picture is a good or service. So your T-chart would look something like this. Why is it called a T-chart? Because it looks like it's got a T right there. One side of your chart is going to be labeled good, the other one service. Good and service. And then you're going to look at these pictures, and the names of the pictures are over here. There's a picture of a person walking a dog. It has the name right there, walking a dog. It's a little bit bigger here. And then you're going to come to your T-chart and decide, is walking a dog a good or is it a service? Okay, whichever one it is, you're going to write it on the side. If you think it's a good, you would write walking a dog here. If you think it's a service, you would write it on this side. Don't write it on both. You have to pick, is it a good or a service? And you do that for all the pictures. A book or books, are those goods or services? Feeding a fish, a phone, a cupcake, shoveling the snow, flowers, couch, driving a cab. Now this one, be careful. It's not a picture of a car. It's telling you that it's a picture of somebody driving a cab. Okay, a cab is the same thing as a taxi, right? So this is driving a cab. Babysitting. An author. Remember, an author is a person that writes books. A basketball. So for each picture, you're going to decide if it's a good or a service and write the name that's under the picture on the side of the T-chart that it belongs. If you want to do activity 4, it's pretty much the same thing. And this one goes with that story, if you give a mouse a cookie. So you can watch the story first. It's very cute, so you should watch it. You just click on the link right here and it'll take you right to the story. Okay, and after you read the story, then you're going to use a word bank and write the words in the correct column. So it's going to be the same thing. You can make another T-chart, just like this one, and write the words where they go. Cookie, haircut, milk, sweep the floor, broom, reads a book, straw, washes floor, scissors, and fix a box. So each one of those needs to go on either the side of good or service. And that is it for social studies, boys and girls. Remember, you only need to do 2 of the activities. So only pick 2, any 2. It doesn't matter which one, which 2. Okay? And again, if you have questions, please remember to ask Mom and Dad, and they will ask me on Dojo. Bye-bye. Take care. Miss you.